Hey folks, I'm back with another video, with my final video. This is the Addicted Bookworm, and I am going to be doing two reviews. So let's start off with the first one. And before I begin, at the end of the video, I will show you the fifth book that I am currently reading. I'm only on chapter 2. I'm gonna hurry. I'm gonna try to read up to chapter 5 before I have to go off to bed. But yeah, so this one is Knit of the Living Dead by Peggy. I cannot pronounce her last name. And this girl that's dressed up as Little Bo Peep ends up dead. Yeah, dead on Halloween. And she's a friend of our let's see here, of a protagonist, Bettina, and yeah. Alright. Anyways, so during the course of it, we have a lot of like Halloween themed things, like, you know, like desserts and drinks and all that type of stuff. And the killer is a guy. The killer is a guy. His reason, no, take back, it was a woman. I'm sorry, it was a woman. Her reasoning for killing this person was not something that, I was reading it and I'm like, damn, that is so bad. That is so bad. Overall, I enjoyed the book. And I haven't got a bad knit and nibble. I haven't. I absolutely love her daughter. This is Ginger. She's so cute. It's really interesting about Ginger and her mother. They act like that her not giving their food at the time they're supposed to get it is a crime against humanity. Oh man. But anyways, yeah, it's funny. I like the Ginger moments, I really do. But this case, I mean, literally, this book would be perfect to read during like Halloween, and I definitely would read it. I definitely would see myself reading this again for Halloween. But the case that has to be solved really, like, just, I mean, nobody's like, why would they kill this woman? Like, you know, she was so liked, you know, people liked her, and even liked people get killed. But yeah, so the killer just, you know, didn't care at all. Did not care at all. But I gave this 5 stars on Goodreads. It was good. Now, to get to the one that's going to make up the vast majority of my video, and this is a review of Sword of the Seven Sins by Emily Colin. This is the first book in the Seven Sins series, which is a total of 7 books. She has already published 5 of them, which is good for me because I really got into this book. So hopefully my thing doesn't switch over. Right there, Sword of the Seven Sins. I did not move it over to the unsolicited pile because I was intending to do this video. So, Sword of the Seven Sins is a magical romance dystopian story. And we meet a girl called Eve, or is it Eve or Eva? I think I'm going to go for Eva. Yes, her name is Eva. So Eva lives in this Commonwealth of Ash, and this is a society that runs on fear. Fear is the currency that this world runs on. And they have a absolute distaste for sin. And there's all different kinds of sin. And I was telling my brother the synopsis of this book, and he's like, oh, I totally side with the government. And I'm like, Stephen, you have never read dystopian in your entire life. Of course you're going to side with the dang freaking government, because there's things like fornication, which is considered a sin. Nobody's allowed to marry. Nobody's allowed to have any kind of intimate relationship. They also don't allow lust, envy. Envy got one woman with her eyes sewn shut. I know it took forever for her pain receptors to die down and get used to it, but oh my god, you imagine what they're going to do when they remove it? Oh. Gluttony, which is not just food, it's also materials. There was a guy that lost his head because he was taking the best, like, vintage. And we learn a little bit about the world that came about, and about the royals, and about their greed and their sin. And there was a war that erupted between the royals and these people that later on became the masters and lord over everybody. And there is, they're told, don't go beyond the fence because it's bad. And yeah, it's something else. And Eva is the first girl to be allowed, well, not allowed, but she kind of got roped into it, to be part of this group of people whose job is to enforce the will of the Commonwealth. And it's one of those it is one of those stories that you feel bad for everyone, because everyone's being brainwashed, everyone is being controlled. If you constantly thinking about, am I committing some kind of sin? And some people might think it's like a religious thing, but it's more of like, this is what happened when people were allowed to essentially do whatever they want to do. And there is this tight control over every aspect of people's lives. And there's called Donation Day. This is when babies are conceived through the magic of science. But Eva has magic. She has actual magic. And basically, when she's trying to, get away from the Commonwealth, she discovers that her magic, or what she'll later on know to be her magic, is important. I thought this book was very well written. I enjoyed the idea of like being back in a dystopian that felt like a dystopian, not a, oh, let's just inject drugs into people's kids' bodies and do all sorts of freaky stuff to them. I liked this book a whole lot better than the other one, the Bone something. I loved it. It was a great book. It was a great book. Anyways, I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, and yeah. So, anyways, that is my video for tonight. I will be back probably at some point. I might come back. I know I think I've got another video that's going to be scheduled to come up tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so that's my video, and I will see you in the next one. And until then, keep on reading.